Shut the front door.
It's so amazing.
Look at that view. It's incredible.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Mount Fuji is Japan's tallest mountain and a bucket list destination for many travelers. Join us as we travel from Kyoto to the Fuji Five Lakes region. We're spending one night in a traditional Japanese hotel, and it happens to have a killer view of Mount Fuji. Our goal on this trip is to find as many epic Fuji photo spots as we can, and we're taking you along for the ride. Let's go!
Good morning, friends. Welcome to Mount Fuji.
We have less than a day here, but we're going to try to find some really good views, starting with the top of our hotel.
The view here is incredible, but let's rewind and tell you how we got here.
First, we took the subway from our hotel to Kyoto Station.
And then we took the Shinkansen from Kyoto to Shin Yokohama. Let's go. After a 2-hour ride on the Shinkansen, we're not done yet. Let's go catch another train.
Well, we got off our train and now we're getting on yet another train.
After the 4th train, we had a 5th train and we had to run to catch it. It was a bit miserable because we had to stand for the first 50 minutes of the ride, but it had epic views of Mount Fuji. Unfortunately, we're still not done. We have to get a ride to our hotel from the station. Now that you're all caught up,
We have some fun facts about Mount Fuji.
Starting with the fact that it is 3,776 meters tall,
It's Japan's tallest mountain.
and it is an active volcano.
It's also a World Heritage Cultural Site. It's pretty impressive, but you can't always see it. It's often covered in clouds. Some of the best times of year to see it are winter and early spring. It can get pretty hazy in summer, so we're lucky that we're here at this time of year. This viewpoint is pretty incredible, but let's go find another one. We are staying in the Fuji Five Lakes region, specifically Lake Kawaguchi. So far, this is stunning. The views are so perfect. It's incredible here. I'm so glad. It was a pain in the butt to get here.
Yeah, it took very long, about almost 6 hours.
Yeah, almost 6 hours of travel time from Kyoto, but it was so worth it.
Yes, the views alone, for the short period of time we're here, are definitely worth the wait.
A lot of people do Fuji as a day trip from Tokyo, and that is a much easier way to go about doing Mount Fuji. But if you want to do it as a stopover on your way to or from Kyoto, it is absolutely doable. And the cherry blossoms.
The cherry blossoms are still around even after all that rain we had.
Sunset, cherry blossoms, it's just magical.
if you want to see Mount Fuji on your way to or from Kyoto, there are much easier places to get to that don't take 6 hours of travel time, like the resort town of Hakone. So you might be wondering why we went out of our way to get to the Fuji Five Lakes region. One of the most famous viewpoints in all of Japan is in this area, and we'll get to see it tomorrow.
We are at spot number 2 for great views of Mount Fuji. The views from this beach are fantastic, and we get some epic views of trees that are blooming right now in front of Mount Fuji.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
What is that?
What?
Is that a big old bird?
Yeah, I think so.
We've seen so many giant birds here. Also, there's someone flying a drone, and it is the most annoying thing ever.
Yeah, they're very low flying with it.
And they're not great at it either. They're just like all over the place.
Yeah.
If you choose to fly a drone, fly it responsibly and respectfully.
Welcome to our Japanese style room at Wakakusa no Yado Maruei. Let's go on a tour. So, like I said, this is a Japanese style room. We've got traditional tatami mats, a very low table, which we will be having dinner at tonight. This place that we're staying at is a bit of an all-inclusive sort of resort. They provide half board, I believe. We're getting dinner and breakfast included. Is that half board or full board? You let us know. But look at this view. This is stunning, and one of the reasons why we booked this place. Isn't this gorgeous? This is a view of Lake Kawaguchi. And we've even got cherry blossoms down there. It's incredible. This hotel does have Mt Fuji views, but they're on the opposite side of the building. So if you want one of those, book far in advance. That was not us. Well, hello there. We have a little sort of walk-in closet. Come on in. We have a mirror. Hello. And this is storage. So like if you're staying here long-term, you can store stuff. There's also a fridge and a hot water boiler, as well as all of the things you need to make tea. You may be wondering, but Karin, where are the beds? Ta-da! We are currently standing in the bedroom, but right now it is the living room, dining room space. We will have dinner here tonight, and then the tables will be stacked in the corner or something, and the beds will be laid out. Let's go see the bathroom. This way. Literally, the bathroom. This is the wet room. It can drain onto the floor, and the door here closes. You can use the whole room as your shower. We have the vanity area where you can get ready for the day. Where's the toilet? It's right over here. Well, that's it. That's the tour of this place. So far, it's been very nice. We will show you what dinner looks like. So we'll see you then. Dinner is served. This spread is mind-blowing. We have a little bit of everything here. Grilled meats. We have marinated salmon and egg and wasabi and sakura tofu, I believe.
Yeah.
Rice with pickled vegetables and miso soup. And what is this? Oh yes, this flour is vegetables. And over here we have like chef created wonton things, rose wine that they create in-house. This is their own. Kanpai. Oh, that's surprising. Oh, that's looking good. It's hard to pick something, but I guess I'll start with this circular thing right here. I don't know what it is. Honestly, there are so many different dishes here, it's truly hard to keep track of everything.
I think my favorite thing so far has been the beef, but now we're getting to the sashimi plate. And I think it's mostly seasonal fish. There wasn't much description of what type of fish. It tastes so fresh. I was expecting at least a little bit of fishiness. There's no fishiness at all. With the sauce, just adding a little bit of like extra little salty flavor, that is some good stuff. So we were told that once we were done drinking our miso soup, that we should open up the pot and eat what's inside. So let's figure out what's in there. It's like a whole bunch of little presents. There's a fun little ball of something. Got a nice little, maybe a fish ball. Let's give it a try. Definitely a fish ball. It's okay, not my favorite. The miso soup was good though.
Everything we've had here has been wonderful. So far, the stay has been amazing. The people have been great. Our room is going to be transformed into a bedroom shortly, so we will see you then. Our living space has been transformed into a sleeping space. These are the Japanese futons that we will be sleeping on tonight, on top of tatami mats. These beds look pretty comfy. We'll see you tomorrow after a good sleep. Well, it's the next day and we are back on the rooftop of our hotel for a sunrise view of Mount Fuji. Fuji is lit up right now in beautiful daylight and there are no clouds. So this is a perfect viewpoint and super convenient because it's at the hotel we're staying at.
Yep, no walking needed.
We are going back out and finding more Fuji views. Well, I think we timed our visit to the Fuji area perfectly because the cherry blossoms are really popping in some places and some of the trees haven't fully bloomed yet. They look pretty incredible. Our next photo stop is not far from the beach that we were at last night. We are at a park and there's a hill and a fantastic view of Mount Fuji. We're still in the same park and we have another view. Let's go check it out. This view is fantastic, and if you come during the summer months, I have a guess that it'll be filled with fields of purple flowers because these are lavender plants behind me. Now let's go find the next viewpoint. The next viewpoint we have is a little unconventional. It's actually a Lawson, but it has a fantastic view of Mount Fuji in the background. It's also a hot spot for photographers, as you can see to the right. It's not the easiest spot to photograph because obviously you're shooting across the street, so there's constant traffic going. If you want to get a good shot, come early in the day. We're on the other side of the street now, and as you can see, the view is not as good as if you're over there. You're just gonna have to deal with all the traffic trying to get the right photo. Our next viewpoint requires a bit of a hike, and it's getting busy, so let's get going. Our first stop at this location is at the top of the stairs. When you hit the giant torii gate, there are 2 photo spots, right at the top of the stairs and then right after the torii gate. It's a lot of stairs to get up to here. You can do it though. Don't stop when you get to this pagoda. Our next viewpoint is just past. Let's keep going. After a bit of a wait, we made it to the top and we have a fantastic view of Chureito Pagoda and Mount Fuji in the background. It's absolutely worth the wait. Don't let the long line deter you. Oh man.
That was something.
That was a long wait. It was crowded, it was pushy, it was not a peaceful experience.
No, they really crammed that observation deck full.
And everyone is super pushy, everyone wants to get the same shot.
Yeah, everyone wants the good spots on the deck.
It is worth it to get the photo, but it's a miserable experience.
Yes. It is not very enjoyable at all.
Yeah. Hopefully we have time for a couple more stops. Let's see what we can find. Supposed to be soda vanilla float sorbet. That sounds really good. First vending machine ice cream in Japan. This looks pretty good. And after the hike to Chureito Pagoda, I want something a little refreshing. That's really interesting. It's very good. It has vanilla, but it also has like a soda flavor. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a Sprite maybe. Very good.
Well, this is the one I got. Should be like a waffle filled with ice cream. Wow.
Oh, that's big.
Look at that. This looks nice and crispy. That's pretty good. The waffle itself actually was a little bit soft. And then there's like a thin layer of chocolate. Basically, it's a chocolate bar that snaps. So it's got the crunch there from the chocolate and then the ice cream.
I think you're supposed to microwave these and it melts the chocolate a little bit.
That would be helpful, but we don't have a microwave. It's still good though.
We'll have to try it again.
This is really good. I wish we had this in the US. Our last viewpoint is at Kawaguchiko Station. You get good views of Mt Fuji and you can see some cool trains.
Well, that wraps up our time at Mt Fuji.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Been a bit of a whirlwind, and we haven't been able to see everything that we had hoped for. But a lot of time was taken up at Chureito Pagoda.
And public transportation takes a while as well.
Yes, but we are very happy with the things we saw. And the wait at Chureito Pagoda was worth the view, so we are happy with that. But we have to catch a bus to Tokyo, and that is a very cost-effective way to do a day trip. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
We have less than a day here, but we're going to try and... Mount Fuji is 3,000.
So we're walking around the promenade of Lake...
Promenade.
I don't know what
Okay,
it's
go
called.
ahead.
Rude. We are sleeping on these.
We've also got a scallop. We've also got a scallop that's just on this precipice of a shell here.
I think the US needs to get on board with having jelly for dessert because it's just delightful.